45. Pass. 46, Stephen Lynch. 46.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range.
51, Townsend, Liam. Yep. 52.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local...
55, Arms, Josh. Have to relate to that.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local...
58.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Haval H6 from $29,990.
Rabbit and Julie Goodwin.
On the drip. We'll have to go and check that later on. 62, Studded, SUDDERDT.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the...
63, Studded, Brad. And 65 is Cirillo, SIRILO.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Haval H6 from $29,990.
Thank you so much for the... Whenever you're ready, big fella, I know you're working hard. You have control, Lucas. Okay, thank you. Good luck. Thank you. I'm your sidekick today.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 till 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Haval H6 from $29,990.
Good morning and welcome to this round 8 Black Diamond Cup plate fixture between Terrigal, Avoca and Warners Bay. Off we go, Zadinsky and Riley Williams in the ruck, down to Needham, back to Williams, out to Dan Lincoln. Lincoln goes forward into the forward line towards Manwaring. Ball is down there and it is wrapped up and will be a stoppage deep. No, ball's out, play on, there's Vo. Ball is kicked forward. A point for Warners Bay. Warners Bay, no goals, 1 point. To Terrigal, Avoca, no score early in this first quarter. Waiting for the ball to be retrieved. Beyond Warners Bay, ruckman Ben Crawley doing goal umpiring duties this morning for us. Ball is retrieved. Player kicks to himself, plays on, goes long to the outer side. Looking for his man there. Marked who's dropped, play on. Ball, hands are out, one bounce. Gets his short kick out, play on, straight to a wall of Warners Bay players. Tim Hoff overruns the ball. Great shepherd out there. Ball is kicked forward, wide to Watt. Watt plays forward, Trent Stewart kicks it back towards Luke Needham, over the top of Needham, and runs out to the outer side of the ground. And he's a throw-in on centre wing here for traditional centre wing for both sides. No side gaining the advantage from that. Another stoppage here, another boundary throw, and we'll have Riley Williams and Zielinski taking the ruck as Michael Vo throws the ball in. Both ruckmen nominate as the ball is thrown in. No. Players with this very strong win here we had this morning, players going towards the ball. Here the ball is thrown over the back. Williams unable to get a tap. As the ball is held in, another ball up there. Once again on centre wing, just a further 15 metres infield. Ball up. Zielinski with the tap, down to his Terrigal Avoca teammate. However, he's swamped on immediately, gets his hands over the top. Manwaring in there. Trying to pick the ball up is Manwaring, does very well. Shovels the ball out another 5 metres and another ball up there. Both sides just trying to feel out so far with these horrible conditions that we have here at Warners Bay on this very windy Saturday morning. Manwaring gets his hands out. Slumped on there by Clark. Clark gets the ball forward. And there is Farquhar. Farquhar gets his hands out. Back to Clark. Clark gets the ball in not marked by Galapathy. Play on, gets his squip and marked by Clark as the kick is hacked out by the Warners Bay defender Galapathy. Joining me this morning is David Redden. David, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lucas. It's been an interesting morning with tents flying everywhere. We've got a stack of assistants around our tent down at the moment. We thank them very much. Lucas, that wind is howling from the south. It's hard to describe how strong it is, but it's going to play a major factor today, I'd suggest.
It sure has, as John Clark has just kicked a point to the near side. Evened up now. Warners Bay and Terrigal Avoca a point each early in this first quarter. As the ball is there, Tim Hoff. Tim Hoff goes long and high to the other side with that wind taking it further down the ground, looking for Downing. Downing gets it over the back. Downing again mops up, goes for a kick over his shoulder long down the line, looking for Robertson. Robertson traps the ball in front as well, gets another 30-metre kick down the line, and the ball is going to beat the Terrigal Avoca defender to the outer side boundary. Boundary throw-in again, just to the Warners Bay side of centre wing there, David.
Indeed, Louis. I'm going to actually move that television shortly. It's right in my road now that it's not working, so I'll get that sorted. Pretty cool old day for football. Lucas has got the beanie on and he's looking happy as a pig in the muck. Good luck with your chief commentating day, Louis. Over to you, mate.
Thank you. Tapped out again. Terrigal Avoca getting the ball on the outside. Buchanan looking to swamp the ball. However, out Terrigal Avoca. There is Turner. Luke Turner gets his kick smothered into the middle of the ground. Well done, bumped off the ball there by Robertson. Uses Riley Williams rather getting his frame around. In and under is Lincoln, however, misses the ball. Short kick forward there by Terrigal Avoca. There is Farquhar. Picks the ball up, shovels the handball out to the side, looking for Vanderkoven, is shoved out of it. There is Korsch. Korsch goes short and looking over the top of Tim Hoff. Forward again. No number, we have 45 at the moment. And tackled in the forward half. Terrigal Avoca, very well done gang tackle there by 2 Warners Bay defenders, David.
Yes, mate. Very well done there. Terrigal Avoca going well against the breeze, Lucas, and it's important. They're going extremely well in the Black Diamond Plate. It's a massive day for Warners Bay and Terrigal Avoca for the top 7, Louis.
It sure is, as well as Indigenous Round and Sponsors Day here at Fane Oval this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed all afternoon. With 3 terrific games here of football between Warners Bay and Terrigal Avoca. Ball is tapped out there by Zielinski. Snapped, and there's a goal there by Terrigal Avoca just out of the stoppage. Very well done there. Snapped. Just trying to find the player's number, but that was very well done there. Gets a tap straight away, shrugs a tackle and snaps.
Could have been one of the Studdard brothers, Louis. I'll just check that number. It's the player over here on his own in the middle of all of that pack, short player there. I think he's got the ball out there. If I can get a number, we'll write down his number there. Could have been Brad Studdard, not quite sure. Interesting start there. Warners Bay with the breeze, and Terrigal have kicked a goal against it. That'll be priceless later on, LJ.
It sure will, David. Ball
with thanks to our major sponsor, the Warners Bay Hotel. Sorry, Lou.
No, the ball's just getting taken back to the middle. Riley Williams once again and Zielinski.
Goal kicker Stephen Lynch, Lucas Holmes. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, David. Number 46 is Lynch. Ball's thrown up there. Williams and Zielinski. Zielinski gets the tap out. Taken forward by Farquhar. Goes deep, forward and high. In fact, that might be Jackson Farquhar, however, and is.
Handy player playing plate football, Louis. We've scored him a lot in cup games.
He sure has. And Ethan Formby was playing for Terrigal Avoca last week as well, David, as Farquhar goes laterally across the ground. Now deep inside forward 50 and finds, that's Michael Studdard this time, David. Deep in the pocket. Plays on immediately, goes inside, and very average marking there by the Warners Bay backline, and finds the goal kicker Stephen Lynch, David.
Oh, some mouth, Louis, I reckon. I reckon that's descent, Lucas.
I think it may be as well, David. This will be a certain second goal now for Stephen Lynch. 50-metre penalty. And kicks the goal. Second goal for Stephen Lynch. Terrigal Avoca, 2 goals, 1, 13, leading Warners Bay 1 point.
With thanks to our sponsors, the Warners Bay Hotel, the Finance Shed, Bodyworks Physiotherapy, spelling error from Redden there, Louis, Tim's Painting and Property Maintenance, and Williams Chaseling. And we'll keep reading our sponsors all through the day. We thank you for our support of our wonderful football club. Lucas Holmes, our chief commentator.
Sure do. Thank you, David. Warners Bay need to get back on the board here. Need this centre clearance. Once again, Williams. And there's this, no, Lee Croft's on the far side. It'll be Zielinski again. Sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly. Zielinski with a tap. Roves it himself. Gets his hand out. Buchanan roves through the middle. Hands over the top there. Hands further out. And is kicked forward towards not there is Robertson. Robertson fumbled over the back. Henson doing his best to corral his defender. However, is chipped inside and looking for Zielinski again. The ruckman once again goes far down the far side and is very well marked there, running with the flight of the football. Takes a minute, goes further again down along the line. Another 30-metre kick down the line, back inside to Lincoln. Lincoln fumbles at first, gets his hands on his knees, gets his second attempt at the football, smothers it out, and is paid a throw to Dan Lincoln. Lincoln surveying his options. Goes that long kick down the line with the aid of the breeze. However, gone over the back too far and is immediately switched inside. Michael Vo does his best to corral his defender. Dispossesses. Henson picks the ball up. Is dispossessed immediately as well. Shrugs a tackle there. Does Bottrell, the coach this afternoon. Former Black Diamond Cup coach is Mark Bottrell for the Warners Bay Football Club. As Jack Downing nominates for the ruck as well as Zielinski. Another throw in here. Robertson goes wide. Hands are out. Manwaring does very well to Shepherd. Luke Needham on his non-preferred left goes inside 50. And thrown in there is another stoppage there for the Warners Bay Football Club. A boundary throw in deep inside their forward 50. Another throw in. We'll see Robertson this time go up against Zielinski.
I think we might have some tent parity, Lucas Holmes, after an interesting morning.
Yeah.
Thanks to the team.
Yeah, once again, stoppage there. Thrown in. Well done, Michael Vo gets his hands out. Hands in the inside, goes to Robertson. Robertson tries to shrug a tackle and doesn't. Holding the ball decision there to Terrigal Avoca. Immediately switches the ball. Goes inside as my page goes away from me. dispossessed by Manwaring. Manwaring goes inside to Galapathy, drops the ball. Manwaring butters up for more. Gets his hands inside here for Buchanan. Has a fair bit of time, does Josh Buchanan. Gets a tumbling ball inside forward 50. Looking for Bottrell. Dispossessed Bottrell. Goes to the outer side, does the Terrigal Avoca defender. And gets the ball forward, looking for Jackson Farquhar, and takes a strong chest mark in front of his defender. Farquhar surveying his options, runs inside. Goes deep and long, does Jackson Farquhar. However, on the head of that 47 is Trent Stewart, sorry. Stewart dispossessed, and the Terrigal Avoca takes a snap at goal and goes to the near side. Another point to Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca, 2 goals, 2-14. Leading Warners Bay 1 point, David.
Lucas, just a correction there, please. The first goal of the game was Michael Studdert, so the goal kicker should be Michael Studdert and Stephen Lynch, individual goals there.
Thank you, David.
You saw that ball hold up on its end there, Louis. Kicked high, encouraging the guys to kick the ball low into that win today.
They sure do, as Trent Stewart goes long. With this breeze, looking for Jack Downing. Jack Downing forms in a pack. The ball goes over the back. There should be talk here from Warners Bay. Have Henson. Well done, Michael Vo Shepherds. Henson going after the ball, so does Leadham. Piggy Grade with a good Shepherd. Vo, once again, bodied off the ball. His slight frame. Ball's trapped out the back there. Gray looking to pick the ball off the ground. Hard to bend his knees for a bigger solid man. Gets his hand out and is paid a throw to Josh Buchanan. Josh Buchanan on the free kick here, just forward to centre wing. Buchanan goes long and high into the forward line, looking for, and great contested mark there. Over the back, well done. Out-muscled his opponent, does Robertson. Very well positioned, has key position and takes a very strong chest mark, David.
Yeah, that was a good strong mark, Louis, and I'm going to have to stand up here with that hit there where it is, I think.
We both will.
Yep.
Here we go, Rick Robertson. Probably about 30, 35 metres on a 45-degree angle. Robertson will ride this home just to the far side. Another point for Warners Bay. Warners Bay, 2 points, 2 to Terrigal Avoca, 2 goals, 2-14. David, thank you.
Got our scoreboard there now, Louis. So now, with the way this breeze is, Lucas, they've got to hold the ball in, and Terrigal can't really go straight down the spine. They've got to go wide.
And they sure do. Chip short in there, plays on immediately. Ball goes long and wide to the outer side. Boundary line doesn't beat them this time. Keep the ball in. Terrigal Avoca evades one tackle, gets a smothered kick in, and great tackle there. Holds the ball up, and you'd expect another stoppage here, just as what happens just to the Warners Bay side of centre wing, David.
Indeed. Ball held up on its end. It's fascinating to observe how much effect that breeze is having, especially when the ball goes above goalpost height, Lucas.
Sure does, as Williams gets the tap out straight to a Terrigal Avoca player who just puts the ball to space. They've got 3-on-1 here, does Terrigal Avoca. Farquhar almost handballs to himself there, handballs to space, butters up for more, does Jackson Farquhar, as you'd expect. Tapped out, almost thrown there by the Warners Bay defender. Handball inside, however, he misses his own hand there. Does Ridge. Warners Bay get the clearing kick. 2-on-1 contest to Terrigal Avoca, and a strong mark taken there by Lee Croft. Lee Croft surveying his options, goes inside, gets the ball almost low enough to evade the breeze, and does. Needham front and square, gets off the hands. Needham evades one tackle, gets his hand out. Out there does Bottrell. And to the back, no mark taken. Play on. This is Zielinski. Zielinski goes round the corner. Have a front position there. No, evaded. Well done there by 65 for Terrigal Avoca in Cirillo. Cirillo gets his hands out to his player and gets taken forward into the forward line. Smothered there. There goes Stewart. Stewart goes inboard with a handball. Everett is stolen by the Terrigal Avoca player. That's 21, David. And it's a point, however, to Ryan Shaw.
Sure, yeah.
Ryan Shaw. Was that a goal? It was a goal there, sorry, David.
Oh,
was
I
it?
was a bit like you. I thought I might have been behind.
So did I.
Did you see 2 flags? So
I did.
Okay, so goal Ryan Shaw. Is that right, Louis?
Correct, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had all sorts of issues this morning with tents, things flying, with cables have snapped. It's been an interesting morning, and we've got it underway. So the things that happen behind the scenes, Lucas Holmes, with thanks to our sponsors, Williams Chaseling and Steve May Financial Services. Louis?
Thank all of our valued sponsors here at the Warners Bay Australian Football Club. Ball thrown up. Zielinski with a tap out on top of Williams. Zielinski roves his own ball, kicks almost a Gary Owen straight up in the air against that breeze. Galapathy at ground level tries to control the ball, is almost thrown out there as Galapathy. Hands out there. Galapathy to his opponent. Scrap here just on this far side. There's Ridgewell. Ridgewell gets his hands up. Galapathy just tries to corral his wingman. And great mark taken there. No. Smothered out. Play on. There is Hoff. Tim Hoff gets his hands inside. Immediately swamped on there is Stewart. Hoff butters up for more. Gets a kick round the corner into the middle of the ground. Terrigal Avoca got a 2-on-1. And Drew Peters takes a mark. Peters immediately switches inside to Arms. Josh Arms surveying his options. Arms goes long and deep in the forward line for Terrigal Avoca. Mark taken there.
Lucas, did you see how that was a very good kick that went under goalpost high and he got distance with it? So I'm suggesting into this breeze, the way it is at the moment, it's not the strongest breeze of all time, but it is a fair chop that you've got to kick that ball under goalpost high to get any distance when viewers are watching teams kicking from left to right.
And that
out of bounds on the full?
Yeah, it should have been out of bounds on the full there. Should have been a free kick going to the way of Warners Bay and indeed Jack Downing.
Louis, do you want some tape on your sheet there, mate? Do you want me to tape that down for you?
Why not, David?
Yeah, pass that over, pal.
Thank you. We keep saying we have fairly windblown here this morning at Fane Oval for this day of football. Hands are out there. Terrigal Avoca is wrapped up and he's paid holding the ball to Riley Williams. Williams goes long and deep down this commentary box and we look for Downing. Over the back. Jack Downing uses his speed, as you'd expect. Downing gets the ball in front, taps it further forward another 15 metres. However, the boundary line beats them. Boundary throw into Warners Bay, deep inside their forward 50. Thank you very much for that, David.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
In fact, I should keep standing up. Ball will be thrown in here by Dan Lincoln. Once again, Zelinski, but this time it's Rick Robertson. David. Robertson gets a tap out just. Looking for Lincoln. Lincoln, no. Ball goes out. We appreciate the help of the Warners Bay people this morning, David, with our technical difficulties that we've faced.
Or wind difficulties with a light-based tent, Louis, yes. For technical difficulties is a good sound to it, Mr. Holmes.
It does.
Lucas Holmes in chief commentary today, ladies and gentlemen, the great man.
Thank you. Michael Vo gets the hands out, almost gets a high tackle there. Not spotted by the umpire, and there's ball's out, play on. Gang tackled there. Very well done by Dan Lincoln and Jack Downing as we get another stoppage just outside forward 50 for Terrigal Avoca. The Warners Bay into the ground. Lockie Dennis doing the rock work now. Dennis gets a tap out. Smothered kick there from Terrigal Avoca. Hands back. Terrigal Avoca look to go through the corridor. Got a bit of space here. Henson doing the chase. In comes... Was that Nick Patey gets the ball forward, however, intercept mark there by Terrigal Avoca defender and switches out to this far side and finds Ridge. Ridge gets doesn't take the mark out, gets the ball forward. Needham tries to evade Ridge's tackle, drops the ball and is landed in his back. Very well called there by David Redden. Free kick to Luke Needham for a push in the back just in front of our commentary position here on centre wing.
Go long, sir. Go long.
Indeed does Needham. David Redden gets listened to him. Gets listened to and goes deep looking for Downing. However, he's intercepted. Vo going to be struggle there in that marking contest. Does very well to there. Does the Terrigal Avoca defender. Keeps the ball in very well there to Roach.
Famous name.
Roach chips forward. It is in these circles, David. Terrigal Avoca very well intercept mark now. No, Henson almost handballs the ball out there to Van der Kuven looking for Galapathy. Over the back to Galapathy in the hands of Needham. And it's a ball up, David? Is it a ball up? It is.
I think so. No. He might be playing a free kick to Terrigal Avoca there, Louis.
He has. Against Needham. Possibly a high tackle there. Goes short inside the corridor. There does Korsch. Very well done. Keeps the ball under goalpost height as you suggested, David. However, that ball goes far to the outer side. 2-on-1. Terrigal Avoca have the ascendancy here. Hands the ball to his third player. Goes inside looking. No, wrapped up immediately there. Very well, good tackle there by the Warners Bay player. Terrigal Avoca get the ball forward, inching the ball forward. Need him in there once again. Has been one of Warners Bay's best early. Henson gets the ball out looking for Vo. No, not Vo. However, smothered kick. Almost a moving scrum there by both teams, however, resulting in a ball up, David.
A moving scrum, Lucas Holmes. I'm most impressed. He's doing the best he can at the moment. It is a interesting morning, so far here at Warner's at Fane Oval. And Terrigal Avoca have got the ascendancy. They'll be very happy, Lucas, with goals against the Breeze, and they're away again.
They sure are, David. Once again, high ball this time, as you can see, holds up in the breeze, and a mark taken there in front, as we should be in this weather, by Ryan Shaw as the siren goes. Shaw goes long, deep into the forward line. Was that the siren, David?
That is the siren. That can't count. That's gone. That's time. And 3-2 to 0-2, I think, you'll find Lucas Holmes is the quarter-time score.
That's correct, David. Thank you very much for that. As we said, Terrigal Avoca taking the ascendancy early, kicking 3 goals against the Breeze. Very well done there by Terrigal Avoca, who are doing very well in this Black Diamond Plate competition, David.
Indeed, they are. So some numbers there for you, Lucas. It's Matthew Studdert in 30 for Terrigal. Okay, Matthew
in
and
30.
I'm just trying to get Jesse Petrescu's number. He is 61, so that is correct. So Petrescu's 61.
Yep.
I'll change that there. Now, what's Peters? Let me just bear. And Peters is not out there, so Drew Peters is not playing. Okay. And I'll see if there's a 45, Louis. Just getting things right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an interesting morning here. How the guys got us on this morning. Yeah, 45 is Max Enders, Lucas. E-N-D-E-R-S. Max Enders.
Enders Max. Thank you, David.
Okay, just a couple of sponsor reads there, ladies and gentlemen, while we've got a break. Our sponsors are Warners Bay Hotel, The Finance Shed, Bodyworks Physiotherapy, Tim's Maintenance and Painting and Property Maintenance, Williams Chaseling, Steve May Financial Services, Hyperweb, Cardiff Car Clinic, and WBP Property Group. Lucas Holmes, well done, calling the first quarter in interesting conditions. Warners Bay will not be pleased with being touched up again, kicking down Breeze.
Yeah, and you pointed out perfectly, David, what Terrigal Avoca did best there, especially in those moving kicks going from their back half, trying to transition it into their forward 50, was keeping that ball low and therefore finding their most distance, as it didn't have the effect of the Breeze. Indeed.
No, very good job by Terrigal. They'll be very happy. Just bring up our match centre here, Lucas, and get that right. Just some other scores around the grounds. Newcastle City out to a flyer against Wyong Lakes. Nelson May Gosford's close by, 3-2 to 0-2 here. And Singleton over Lake Macquarie. That's up at Rose Point. Big day at Rose Point Park later on. Cardiff head up for the Black Diamond Cup. Lucas heading up. That's a massive clash for Singleton to see where they're at. I think it's going to be a very good synopsis for them to just have a really good look at where they're sitting and what they've got to do to go further on. And it's a massive, speaking about our football club, Louis, it's a massive 7 days for the Warners Bay Football Club playing Terrigal Avoca today, and then doesn't get much harder. Newcastle City at number 1 next Saturday, Louis. And unfortunately, my good man Lucas Holmes will be away. You'll be on a football trip, I believe, Louis. I miss you.
Yeah, with the father going to Big Freeze number 4, unlike the beanie I've got on from last year, David.
Very good. And you'll be pleased to know that it'll be Redden and Birkinshaw in commentary next week, so that'll be interesting.
The old firm.
Old firm. Be interesting to see how the great man goes with me in co-commentary, but it'll be great to be with Gary again. And really looking forward to it, actually. That's, as I said, it's a massive day. And today and next Saturday, just huge for Marty Ryman and his Bulldogs in the Cup side. In the Cup, you've got to finish 4th. You want to avoid... The way I see the ladder finishing is that I think Terrigal Avoca, Cardiff and Newcastle City will probably finish top 3. Yeah. If Warners Bay win today, however, they're level with Terrigal Avoca on points, Lucas, so it is a 8-pointer, an absolute 8-pointer. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
It does, and this early in the season, you can start to see how the ladder's going to look at the end of the season. As we were saying maybe off air a few weeks ago, those games that when we had that trip up to Nelson Bay, David, we're looking at the final 3 or 4 rounds on the way back. You said that it's logjam of those games, some mouthwatering clashes there to end the season. Well,
Terrigal Avoca finish. If I had a look at the draw during the week, Terrigal Avoca finish. Newcastle City, Cardiff away. Warners Bay, that can't be right. They must said is Cardiff, Newcastle City away. Warners Bay finish Maitland home, Cardiff at Hillsborough. So, real good opportunity for people to see with that. And as with the way the final series is, which we got an email this week from Gary as the league operations manager. In the first week of the finals, team 1 in all 3 grades gets a week off.
Yep.
Then 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, and 4 plays 5. So if you finish 4th, you get to avoid the top 3 week one of the finals, and that's where that 4th position will be vital. I think, Lucas, seems to get teams into the prelim, and then, as you well know, once you get in the prelim final, anything's possible, mate.
Sure is. It's a wonderful game that we call ours. As it is, as we saw last night at the SCG, the start of the Sir Doug Nicholls Indigenous round. Both their teams, especially the Sydney Football Club, displaying a wonderful Indigenous jumpers all through this round, David.
When you see some of the superlative designs, Lucas Holmes, I've got a press interview, so I'll leave you to it, and we'll be back with you shortly, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go and look after Coast Event. Back with you soon, Louis.
Thank you, David. As David was saying, there's some of those wonderful Indigenous jumpers, as Corey Deverill just hails over here. Wonderful follow for the Warners Bay Black Diamond Cup side, missing the game this afternoon, however, with an injury. And as David was saying, with those wonderful Indigenous jumpers, the support the Indigenous community gets from this round for the AFL is amazing. Not just the AFL, but all around in the footballing community. So here we are, second quarter here at Fane Oval. Warners Bay running to the right of screen, Terrigal to the left, obviously. Riley Williams in the ruck, as well as Zielinski for Terrigal Avoca. Umpires surveying the ground, checking all the players ready to go. And we get Ethan Bray on this commentary box side. Up goes the ball. Start of the second quarter here at Fane Oval. Round 8 of this Black Diamond plate clash between Warners Bay and Terrigal Avoca. Zielinski gets the tap out. Straight down to Lincoln, however, front and square. Lincoln goes long into the forward 50. Not marked there by Buchanan. Buchanan gets a kick out in front. Bottrell goes square. Looking for Robertson. From behind the Terrigal Avoca gets his tap out. There we go. Gray on the ground. Can't pick the ball up. Gets the ball out. Shovel forward by Terrigal Avoca. Back goes Manwaring. Tries to hack a kick forward. Some mother there. Goes forward. Back to Gray. Gray shrugs one tackle. 2. Gets the ball out. Gets a kick forward. Looking for Henson. Henson in front. There's Bray. Bray turns around on his right. Kick smothered. Out to Bottrell. Bottrell doing corralling. No. Buchanan there with the tackle. Bottrell tries to lay one. Ball gets hacked out there by Terrigal Avoca. Coming back. Gray tries to pick the ball up. Has 2 cracks at it. Gray tries to push the tackle. Takes the player on and is pinged holding the ball against Daniel Gray. Wonderful tackle there. And goes long and wide. Looking for Kosh. Sorry, Leecroft. Leecroft kicks the ball up, almost shrugs his shoulders, gets a high tackle. Play on. Play on. Goes there, Studdart. Looking a very open forward line there. Petrescu looking for Studdart, rather. Studdart gets the ball and is pinged holding the ball. Wonderful tackle there by Stewart. Stewart goes long, looking for Dennis. However, the wind takes the ball over the boundary line on the full and out in the bounds on the full free kick there. Going the way of Leecroft. Had a few touches early as Leecroft. Leecroft goes laterally, looking inboard. Wonderful mark there. Fairly soft defending, however, there. 3 Warners Bay players in the vicinity. However, an easy chest mark there by Jackson Farquhar. Farquhar well within his range, just towards the edge of the 50. Shouldn't be a problem with the breeze for a player of Jackson Farquhar's quality. Farquhar looking to have a shot. Farquhar goes in, takes a slow, steady approach. Jackson Farquhar. Ball looks like, however, it's going to drop short. Has it been touched? It's gone over the back. It's a goal to Jackson Farquhar. Bounces over the back, unable to be touched by either side and goes through for a goal. First goal of the afternoon for star Jackson Farquhar. Terrigal Avoca. 4 goals, 2-26 leading Warners Bay 2 points. We thank our major sponsor here at the Warners Bay Football Club, the Warners Bay Hotel, coming on board this year. Do a very good job, does the Warners Bay Hotel. Just round the corner here from Fane Oval. As I said, the goal kicker there for Terrigal Avoca, Jackson Farquhar. Lucky bounce from the set shot. Back to the middle we go. Williams and Zielinski. Zielinski with a tap. Looking for Lincoln again. Rover Zielinski's ball. Hands are out there. Studdart, Brad this time. Brad Studdart goes long into the forward 50. Gets the ball over the back and bounces. We have a boundary throw in next to the left point post here at Fane Oval on this very windy Fane Oval right on the edge of Lake Macquarie this morning. Indeed, round 8 of the Black Diamond AFL, which is sponsors an Indigenous round here at Fane Oval. Ball's getting ready to be thrown in. This stoppage allows both teams to get their breath. Warners Bay need to get their defensive structures right behind this football. Terrigal Avoca looking to kick away here early in this second quarter. Looks like Trent Stewart will take the throw in from behind next to the point post, as I've said. Go Zielinski and is it Hoff? No, not Hoff. Behind that contest. Indeed it is Hoff. And Stutter gets a double-handed tap down. Hands out. Vade's one tackle. Vade's two tackles. And there you go. Mac beat Lee Croft with another goal. With his first goal of the game. Very involved Lee Croft in this second quarter. Another goal for Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca, 5 goals to 32. Leading Warners Bay 2 points. You see Lee Croft, the double-handed tap down. Evades one tackle, steps inside on his right foot and snaps over his shoulder. Wonderful goal there from Lee Croft. The ball's taken back to the middle. Terrigal Avoca well and truly on top now early in this second quarter, starting to kick away. Those, as David and I were saying earlier too, those 2 goals against the Breeze for Terrigal Avoca might look vital this afternoon. In the later stages this afternoon, Zielinski gets a tap out forward now. Tapped out there and kicked forward is Cirillo. Cirillo gets the ball forward, however, Ridgewell kicks it back to whence it came. Out to Buchanan on the wing. Surveys his options, Buchanan. Goes long and keeps the ball low, as David Redden was saying, looking for Williams, however, unable to bend over and pick the ball up. Hands inside to Cirillo. Cirillo starting to make his name on this game. Cirillo goes far, long and wide into the corridor. Fumbled there by Terrigal Avoca. Deep in the forward line. However, starts over the back. All we have to do is kick this ball off the ground and does. Another goal there by Michael Stoddart, his second. 2 in quick succession. Terrigal Avoca now leading 6 goals to 38 to Warners Bay, 2 points. Approaching this midway the second quarter here. Terrigal Avoca now stamping their authority in this game. 2 quick goals to Michael Stoddart. Ball getting over the back with the Breeze and Stoddart taking a simple kick off the ground, scoring his second goal, as I said, in quick succession. Back to the centre now. Zielinski and Williams keep going in the battle. Zielinski gets another tap out this time. Goes forward, does Roach. Michael Roach kicks the ball forward and is marked there by the Terrigal Avoca player playing in front rather. Just wait till he turns around so I can get his number for you all. It's what you want to be doing playing in these conditions. As he turns around, player is Matthew Stoddart. Playing in front, just what your forwards want. Stoddart from about 40 to 45 metres. No angle to speak of, straight in front. Stoddart with the Breeze, see how he finishes off. Stoddart, a couple of stutter steps. Stoddart goes high and long and just to the far side. No, out on the full, however. Goes too far to the left, pulls it. Free kick there going the way of Trent Stewart. Deep in the forward line, deep in the back line for Warners Bay. Out of the full, goes to this side of the post. Stewart may look to go long down the line here as he should, as his players are motioning to him. Goes long down the line, Stewart looking for Needham. Needham brings the ball down to the front. Swamped on by Terrigal Avoca, gets the hands out there towards Roach. Roach on his left, tries to evade a tackle, goes onto his right now and he's smothered. We'll have a boundary throw in here deep inside the forward line for Terrigal Avoca. As I said, Terrigal Avoca, 6 goals to 38, leading Warners Bay 2 points. However, it's out in the full, so Luke Needham will get this kick. Gray leading towards his far side. Honours the lead now, however, goes over the head of Gray and chopping in is Korsh. It's Ryan Shaw as the wind picks up again here at Fane Oval. Shaw goes deep inside laterally and finds his player there. Looks like it might be Lee Croft again. Yeah, it is Lee Croft. Mac Lee Croft lining up here about 25 to 30 metres out in front of the goals. As we kept saying, Terrigal Avoca with the Breeze this quarter, so should be a fairly easy kick for Lee Croft. Lee Croft goes steady kick, Goes in, however, it looks like he's pulled it to the near side. Another point to Terrigal Avoca. 6 goals, 3-39, leading Warners Bay 2 points in the midway this second quarter here. As the ball is fetched from behind the goals here. Terrigal Avoca setting their defence up. Been very stout, their defence so far in this game, only giving up the 2 points. Morning, Caitlin. Warners Bay women's star Caitlin Wolf getting ready for their game against Terrigal Avoca at midday, which we'll be covering as well. As the ball from the kick out is gone to the far side. Was it touched? Umpire motioning, no it wasn't. So it'll be, no it has been touched, however, from the throw in. Here we go, Williams and Zielinski going at battle once again. Going over the back. Stuttart should be a Warners Bay free kick, no. Yeah, the ball wasn't, it's a free kick for Warners Bay, ladies and gentlemen. The ball was Terrigal Avoca, however, it was pushed out of the ruck against Riley Williams. Free kick going the way of Zielinski. Midway this second quarter, a bit of a lull in play as the ball is fetched from behind the goals. Terrigal Avoca stamping their authority on this game, as indeed the whole competition in the Black Diamond Plate, up there with Cardiff and Newcastle City being the top 3 sides in this competition of the Black Diamond Plate. As David Redden joins us back in this commentary position after his interview with Coast FM.
Thank you, Lucas Holmes. Always good to talk to the guys at Coast, and good to be back with you in commentary, my friend. I've been watching a bit of the football. Did Jackson Farquhar kick one from about 90 metres, did he?
He did, and there's another goal there for Terrigal Avoca from the ruck infringement. Another goal for Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca now leading 7 goals to 44 to Warners Bay 2 points.
Goodness gracious me. With thanks to our sponsors, Cardiff Car Clinic and Steve May Financial Services, Lucas Holmes.
That was a goal from a direct free kick from the ruck contest. Riley Williams holding Zielinski out of it, David.
Thank you.
To make sure that goal kicker is correct. Zielinski and Williams resuming their battle in the ruck. Zielinski this time over the top of Williams, almost pushed in the back there to the Terrigal Avoca midfielder, however goes uncalled. Busting through the middle there, looking forward in front of Van der Koven, not marked. Play on Williams. Dennis is there, gets a long hat kick down the line. 1-on-1 there, ball drops in front of the Terrigal Avoca player. Lincoln tries to shrug the tackle. Lincoln gets a tackle in, goes long. Does Roach, thank you, on his left. However, goes straight to Daniel Gray, now playing behind the ball by the looks of it, David.
So Gray's gone behind. That's no surprise with the onslaught, Lucas Holmes, this quarter.
It isn't. And however, Gray kicks the ball long to Arms and is intercepted. Arms goes laterally into the corridor. In 38 there is Vash. Vash gets the ball out over the back, however intercepted by Warners Bay. Picked up again by Terrigal Avoca, hacked forward. Ball inside, evades 1 tackle, evades 2, and he's tackled from behind, however gets is paid holding the ball there to Josh Buchanan.
Yeah, all ample opportunity is the only decision the umpire could make, Lucas.
It is. Buchanan goes long down the line, once again in that familiar kicking style. However, holds straight up in the air and back to Josh Arms. Arms goes long towards the boundary line on that far side and is picked off. No, Hoff drops the mark and cops a high contact in the process and is paid advantage. Hoff goes back down the line, looking. No, Downing can't get the ball in front. Drags the ball back in, evades 1 tackle, shows a bit of candy and goes long towards Robertson. Robertson over the back. Gets his hands back inside to Lincoln. Lincoln evades 1 tackle, steps inside, gets his hands back out to Robertson. Robertson needs to go long and does. Robertson in the direction of Henson. Drop mark, however, by the Terrigal Avoca play in front. Lincoln butters up for more, gets his hand out, and will be a free kick to Jan Lincoln for a push in the back after the disposal, David.
After disposal, that's an interesting decision, isn't it? Now, this will test him for distance, Lucas Holmes. If he's going to get the distance, he's got to kick it about half goalpost high. Otherwise, the ball will sit up on its end. So let's see how he goes about it, Louis.
Lincoln approaches, does what David Redden says, goes long, however, long and low, and is marked on the goal line as a result by Terrigal Avoca, who immediately switches the ball in the direction. Bottrell does his best to corral the defender. Is it Arms again? No, it's not Arms. Arms is just coming in now.
It's Ridge was the person taking the mark, or in the contest. Ridge.
Ridge, thank you, David. Bottrell standing the mark. Ridge goes long down the line, almost hands in the back there by Smith. However, it was marked in front there by Ryan Shaw. Shaw goes quickly inboard. Needham, however, intercepts, has been one of their best players. Needham in the midfield for Warners Bay so far.
Gone.
Goes the full 360 and therefore is paid holding the ball against Needham. Needham gives the ball back on the full. Bit of milking there by the Terrigal Avoca midfielder.
Absolutely. He threw that ball back correctly.
Goes long and down the spine does Terrigal Avoca. Stewart with the double-handed fist over the back. They're on here. Terrigal Avoca got 3-on-1. There's Farquhar coming out of the goal square. Very dangerous. Back to Studdart. That's a point.
It is with Adam Lowe in front of us in the loudest headgear of all time, Lucas Holmes. It's pink. The great man's in pink headgear. Wait till you see him come on camera, ladies and gentlemen. The legend himself, A. Lowe.
Terrigal Avoca, 7 goals, 3, 45, leading Warners Bay 2 points. In the latter stages of this first half, David.
Indeed, and Terrigal Avoca going extremely well here. Warners Bay really struggling. Haven't kicked a goal in this first half yet, Louis.
Trent Stewart goes long to the outer side. This win may take the ball. No, keeps it in. Looking for and finds Tim Hoff with a good mark on the outer side. On the forward flank for Terrigal Avoca. Back flank for Warners Bay. Hoff goes short. Looking for Patey and finds Nick Patey. Once again, we'll go short. Looking for intercept was looking for Lincoln and almost need him there. Intercepted, however, by John Clark. Clark surveying his options. Can go long with this breeze. However, as we said, Clark goes long. Gray under it in front. No, goes over the back. Beating Lockie Dennis to the boundary line deep inside Warners Bay's back 50, David. As there is a Terrigal Avoca player down.
In the part of that contest, I wonder if he's one of the players that was backing back into the pack there, Louis. He's up now. I reckon he might have a very sore back and lower back later on.
May have copped a knee or two there, David.
Indeed. Thanks to our major sponsor, Lucas Holmes, the Warners Bay Hotel.
Indeed. Boundary throwing there deep in Terrigal Avoca's forward half. Over the back goes Patey. Tries to lay the tackle, spins out. Does Lee Croft. And he's paid holding the ball. Had the full revolution, couldn't get the ball away.
Lucas, he's paid him as push in the back, actually.
Okay, thank you, David. Van der Koofden with the free kick. Goes long and a scrubby kick to the outer side. Picked off. And, no, intercepted by Warners Bay there and chipped to the outer side. Is that Hoff? It is. Short kick there to Hoff. Hoff going long down the line as he should. Under it in front is Lowe. Over the back is Robertson, looking for Robertson. Ball down there. Hands are out by Warners Bay. In there is Dan Lincoln. Lincoln goes across, looking for Manwaring. Manwaring has one player to beat. Slits over in the process. And he will be paid holding the ball against Connor Manwaring. No, advantage not taken. Goes back to the point of the free kick. It's Cirillo in front, not getting the free kick. At the back there is Ridge. Great tackle there. Ridge goes long in the forward 50. However, Bottrell is now floated back as well. Captain for the day, Mark Bottrell, goes long to the outer side looking for Ethan Bray and takes a good mark as the wind's now taking full effect here at Fane Oval. Bray goes long to its 3-on-1 to the way of Terrigal Avoca. Mark not paid.
Must have been touched from here because they ran straight in as soon as the ball was taken, Louis. So touched off the boot, I suggest.
Thank you, David. Riley Williams in for the ruck. Williams stunts the ball forward in the direction of Lincoln. However, is out-muscled there. Lincoln gets the ball forward. Galapathy's in there, so is Studdart. Studdart taps the ball along into their corridor for Terrigal Avoca. Very well tapped forward there by Studdart and goes long deep in the 50. Mark not taken there by Stewart. 2-on-1 to Terrigal Avoca. If they kept their feet, just needs the handball on the inside. Takes some foot candy. Goes for the check side from the pocket. Is it out in the full? Umpire Crawley. It is out in the full. Well done there by goal umpire Crawley trying to track that ball in its path.
Umpire Crawley. That's just something not right about that statement in there. Umpire Crawley. Help me, please. Good to see the great man having a stint in goals.
Yep. Trent Stewart from the resulting free kick goes long down the line looking for Williams. However, it's floated over Williams' head. Manwaring in front gets the hands out. Butters up for more. Manwaring gets his own ball. Inside is Needham. Needham tries to evade 3 tackles and he's paid holding the ball against Luke Needham.
It's twice in the
Right.
last 5 minutes that's happened, actually, Louis.
It is, and the resulting free kick, Ryan Shaw goes long, deep inside 50. Marked at the back there by Warners Bay it is. Stewart, making up for his kick before. Goes back to whence it came. Over the back is Galapathy, however, it's not going to get that far. Shaw, once again, keeps the ball in, runs around the boundary line. Ryan Shaw doesn't get enough hook on it.
Out of bounds of the full, I think.
It is.
Over towards the fence with the second ground's looking very good over there, Lucas. It's coming along okay, and hopefully by the next year I'll have two really good footy grounds next to each other.
Hopefully, David, just as the case it was a few years ago with this first ground which we're playing on now, was done up, and Taz Ridgewell floats in from the side and takes a good mark. Ridgewell gets the handballs off to Needham, however gets to him on the bounce. Needham goes inside looking back for Ridgewell. Ridgewell butters up for more, gets his hands out once again. Michael Vo this time looking for a quick scrappy kick forward, finds it not marked there by the Terrigal Avoca player in front, over the back. Bottrell gets a 35-40 metre kick forward to the centre wing.
Conquest,
thank you, David. Back and gets over the back. Play on immediately from the mark for Terrigal Avoca. Goes directly inside and finds his play there. Is that 46?
Is Stephen Lynch.
That is Lynch.
Who Lucas in this breeze, it's a gale, is easily in distance. This is just one you got to hit sweet and get it up in the air, Louis.
We'll see how this goes. Stephen Lynch with a slow, deliberate approach. No. Call to go again. Not set the mark, perhaps. And there is the halftime siren in the background, David. Last play of the game for Stephen Lynch of the half. Lynch gets the ball up, gives it a fair roost, but falls in front and no score. Terrigal Avoca, 7 goals, 3, 45, leading Warners Bay 2 points at halftime here in this round 8.
Just before we go to a break, Lucas, 3 goals Michael Studdert, then singles to Mackenzie Leecroft, Jackson Farquhar, Ryan Shaw and Stephen Lynch. Terrigal Avoca well on top. Their 3 goals against the Breeze in the first quarter have set up the game so far. It's going to be very hard to see Warners Bay coming back in this one, but hopefully they will. Lucas has found his pen. He's hopeless with his pens. We're going to go to a short break here at Fane Oval and come back with you shortly after a couple of important messages and some work behind the scenes. Back with you shortly.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marksmen Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 till 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Havel H6 from $29,990.
after yet another tent malfunction. Welcome back after half-time. Our chief commentator today is Lucas Holmes, and his sidekick, the rather large apprentice David Redden. Lucas Holmes, welcome back.
Thank you, David. As you said, the wind's further playing havoc here at Fane Oval on this. You could only call it an average day, couldn't you, David? Wind blown, overcast, but however, football must go on.
There's worse weather you have at football. It's not wet yet.
Yeah.
And just got to deal with it, I suppose. It is the first weekend of the true winter, and we've been blessed with weather so far. It was magnificent last week at Singleton, Lucas, as an example. So, just a quick spin around for you. I'll see if I can go back into Match Centre just while we're going. I'll just get round 8 up. Just give everybody some quick updates before we get going. I think it's 2 minutes, judging by that last siren. Okay, so Nelson Bay 3-4, Gosford 1-9, Newcastle City 7-12, Wildlace yet to score. Terrigal 7-5 here, Lucas, and Warners Bay 2 points. Singleton, that's a good game of football. Singleton 5-3, Lake 3-3. And the 2 afternoon games is a midday game, Maitland and Carnival, and then the afternoon game, the entrance, Paddo Bay and Cardiff at Passage Road, Lucas Holmes.
Yep. Cardiff taking a trip down to Passage Road.
Great setup down there.
Sure is. We had those 2 women's representing games against AFL Canberra. It seems like an age ago, almost 2 years ago now, David. But wonderful facility down there.
Have you been putting up with me for that long, Lucas Holmes? You poor man. Everybody in the league has great sympathy for you putting up with me. And, 2 years ago it was. Bishop and Jack Grimman going in front of us. They'll be right into it later on this afternoon when... Could be interesting weather this afternoon. I hope our tent can hold up. It's a brand new purchase, and it's not looking very healthy at the moment. So let's have to wait and see how that goes. Kane Gibbs not playing this afternoon either, Lucas Holmes.
No. Was that a Hartledge, David?
Yes. Look, I'm not going to go there. The big man will put me in a headlock, so I'll let you make the cheeky remarks.
No.
Kane Gibbs, did you want to come across and say hello to us in commentary at some stage, big fella? No, he's brushed us off, Lucas. You will later. Good. I think Kanye's going to come and say hello to us, so... I want him to tell us the story about the mobile phone at the Waters Bay at the pub. That is a cracker. That was good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching the Waters Bay Facebook page last night, you'll see an absolutely hysterical story confirmed by one Jane Nichol that actually happened, and Kane Gibbs up to his nefarious best. Football just about to go. Our chief commentator today, ladies and gentlemen, with thanks to the Warners Bay Hotel, our wonderful major sponsor, Lucas J. Holmes. All over to you, Louis.
Thank you, David. Zielinski and Lockie Dennis now going to the ruck by the looks of it. Jack Downing in the square with Dan Lincoln and Luke Needham on the far side. Zielinski been rucking one out for Terrigal Avoca all afternoon. David done very well, and almost as a 4th ruckman as well, as the siren goes in the background. Here we go, second quarter underway. Zielinski just gets a tab at handball back towards Lincoln again, playing front and centre. Bray comes off that far wing. Gets the ball forward as Warners Bay need to do with this breeze. Handball to that quarterback position by Terrigal Avoca. Once again to the far side is Lee Croft. Lee Croft goes close to the side. Play on. Shepherd off the ball there by Smith. Smith Cirillo breaks the tackle of Smith. Handball's back to the inside and goes forward. One of the startup brothers keeps the ball in front. Hacked out there by Dennis. Dennis gets the ball in front and will have to grab the ball. Dennis goes well, butters up for more, however. There's Patey on the inside looking for the tackle. Can Patey catch him? No. Ball forward to the goal square. Superb there. Kick. Well done there by Roach. Finds...
Is that Jackson Farquhar?
Look, Farquhar has been playing one out of the square a fair bit, and it is Farquhar in the unfamiliar 16. Jackson Farquhar looking up for his second goal. As David said before, needs to keep this ball half post tight almost to negate this breeze. Farquhar on the right side.
Has to kick it right side of the goalpost, Lucas, just about where the goal umpire is right now. Straight at his head, I reckon.
Farquhar. Slow, deliberate approach. Farquhar wanders in. Kicks the ball, as you said, David, to the right side. Second goal for Jackson Farquhar. Terrigal Avoca, 8 goals for 52, leading Warners Bay 2 points.
Join us again in season 2018 as a major sponsor is the Finance Shed, a boutique financial services business dedicated to the needs of tradies, subbies and small business in the Newcastle and Hunter region. Give Damon a call, 0412 215 153 or https www.financeshed.com.au. Lucas Holmes.
Thank you. Thanks to Damon providing support for the second season here for the Warners Bay Football Club. Once again, Dennis gets the tap out this time, however, straight down the throat of the Terrigal Avoca midfielder. Shovels the ball to the outer side. Cirillo hunting the ball. Gets his hands back to Cirillo. He's worked his way into this game so far. Looking for Dennis. Dennis gets pulled down without the ball, however, not paid. Looks a bit worse for wear there, does Dennis.
I wonder whether he's gone down with a head injury. He's not in a good way.
However, the play goes on. This far side, Terrigal Avoca looking down the wing. Their ball movement has been very good considering the conditions. Inboard to Leecroft. Leecroft goes immediately. Almost should take a bounce. However, what a delivery, however, goes to his direct opponent, Manwaring. Manwaring goes long down the centre looking for Downing. Downing takes a chest mark.
Connor did well there, Louis. Really did. Farquhar was on the gun there.
He did. Very hard to keep up with Jackson Farquhar. Downing goes long down the spine. Looking for Robertson. Robertson turning his direct opponent. However, Bray comes in with the speed to the outer side of this half-forward flank. Bray should steady. Bray out on the full.
Yeah.
From Ethan Bray on that in almost that death pocket there on the far side.
The Luke Roach pocket from 217, Lucas Holmes, if you stretch your memory back.
Yep. It was our old boys' day here as well, David. Wonderful goal that was by Luke Roach. Terrigal Avoca now to bring this ball in on this far side. Goes long down the line. Keeps the ball in, touched out. Play on. Screws the ball back on his left foot, does the Warners Bay player, and kicks a goal.
Left footer.
Left footer. I'm just trying to pick out who that was there.
I think it could have been Riley Williams.
Williams on his natural left foot. There you go. That would be wide, David.
Okay, Riley Williams a goal. So Warners Bay's first goal. To say that's needed would be a massive understatement, Lucas Holmes. Bodyworks Physiotherapy for all your physiotherapy, massage and orthotics needs. Go and see Ryan and the staff at Bodyworks Physiotherapy.
Would be Warners Bay injured forward Ryan Sorensen there, David.
Injured Warners Ryan Sorensen, indeed. Being a physiotherapist it's a tough degree, Lucas Holmes, and it's an interesting profession. You're in there using your hands and arms, upper body. They do a wonderful job, and especially in light of with work and rehabilitation for work, and also with sporting injuries. Physiotherapists is such an important profession now.
Sure is, though, especially with the sports science being a major part of football, current day football as well, David.
And they do physiotherapy at Callaghan, Lucas Holmes, which is important. There's a lot of people studying there who play football in our league. One of them's Andrew Scott.
Sure is. Dennis again with the tap out. But this far side is Leecroft really working his way into this game in that latter part of the first half and now in this early part of the second. Playing it back to Leecroft.
Well read, Needham.
Needham charges forward, keeps the ball low in the direction of Robertson.
He could almost have pulled the trigger.
He could have, with that breeze especially. However, the ball beats Robertson back towards the goal and is a throw-in deep inside the Warners Bay forward line.
Three-quarter time, we might move a little bit forward. We can chopped out there, Lucas, without the telly, so we might just move up there.
Yeah. Williams and Zielinski again. Zielinski gets a small tap out, back towards Terrigal Avoca's goal. Ball gets shoveled back up in the air as Gary Owen. Kick there, and there will be a stoppage deep inside the Warners Bay forward line there. Henson at the bottom of the pack. Michael Vo. Williams once again nominates. Zielinski, Williams gets the tap inside, looking for Vo. Vo in and under as always. Snapped out kick there by Warners Bay.
Another one.
Another goal.
I didn't see it, Lucas. Did you see the kicker?
No, I didn't, David, but just a small snap out of the area there.
Adam, who kicked that one?
As the scorers are well trying to work it out. It was just a quick snap from his instep on his right foot, David.
Okay, so another goal, Warners Bay.
It is.
Thanks, mate. All of us are slightly uncertain as to who's kicked that one, Louis. So, with thanks to Steve May Financial Services, the great man, Stephen Robert May, life member of 2 football clubs. That means you've done something, you've had a long investment in football, both at Orange and at Warners Bay. Jack Downing, Lucas Holmes. So Downing kicks Warners Bay second, and he's first.
Thank you, David.
Free kick coming out of the centre. Needham's got this. He should forget the short and go to down the spine. Does. Where are the Rovers at the back in this weather? Contest now. Coming out of it, here's a chance. 32, Smith. Think that's going to go out of bounds and the bounce at the fence there, Louis. And does. Back to our chief commentator, Lucas Holmes.
Thank you, David. Stoppage deep inside Warners Bay, forward 50 again. Starting to get a few more stoppages in there, forward 50, David. Might result in a few more goals.
Adam Lowe preparing to come back on, probably into the forward line, I would think. Throw in here. Saladinsky's been very impressive today. Is that another one? No, out it comes. Coming in the far flank here, right near us. Should get he's looking for his man down this line. Is that Lee Croft? It was. Intercepted. Mainwaring, Louis.
Gray with the
Great. That was Piggy, was it? Thank you. Mainwaring won't be happy he was called Gray. I'll pay for that. Goes wide. Terrigal Avoca being expansive down that flank. As they've done all day, kicking extremely well to position. Lovely mark taken out in front of Needham. Centre wing. Needham's encroaching on that mark. Comes inside. Steps in. Now, can Needham get him? Oh, gee, that's a good chase. Just gets through the football. Ball holds up on its end. Could have been a push in the back. Read well at the back by Hoff. Hoff goes short. Looking for Needham. Puts a fend on and he's caught. Should be gone. Oh, goodness gracious me. He said he's had no prior, Lucas. I think that's a fortuitous decision, but we'll continue on.
Almost can't defend as prior opportunity in these days, do the umpires.
Over to you, Louis.
Thank you. Zielinski again with the tap. Dennis comes over the top, however, roves his own ball. Over the back, once again, looking for Lincoln, almost snaps the ball up from his opponent. Have a go. Nutmegs Patey as well as Robertson, and we'll have another throw in further towards Terrigal Avoca's half-forward flank now, David.
Lucas Holmes, ladies and gentlemen, has just used nutmeg for the first time in his life in a football game. I'm most impressed. I'm having a nefarious influence on Lucas J. That's a red term, and I'm most impressed, Lucas. Well done, sir.
Thank you. Once again, tap out there by Terrigal Avoca. On his left, goes long down the line. Very well done, smothered there by Stewart, and runs back towards the back 50 with another centre boundary throw-in, rather, David. On forward flank for Terrigal Avoca. Up we go again. Dennis over the top, gets his punch out. Forward. Hands inside there by Terrigal Avoca. Kicked deep forward inside forward 50. Stewart playing one out, almost by himself. Farquhar out of the square. That handball back inside again. No, and push just at the point of the kick, resulting in a point there for Terrigal Avoca.
That was Petrascu who missed that one with Corey Devil running past us, doing some running duties. Got the thumbs up from the great man. He'll be looking forward to watching some good football later on today. His brother Lachlan plays his 100th game today, Lucas Holmes. Excellent, funny article written about Lachlan Deverill on the Waters Bay Facebook page. I encourage everyone to read that.
Daniel Gray goes long and wide. However, it almost turns up down the centre now, however.
Oh, good grab.
Lockie Dennis at the back. Well done.
Kick that to the square. Piggy's kicked that to the square, Lucas. They've got to get at the back here with this, with kicking downwind. They've got to be at the back. That's gone. Absolutely gone. Lovely tackle there on Robertson.
Yes.
Coming square. Finding Korsh. Korsh out here at half-back flank.
Korsh just surveying his options here. Goes over the top of Henson. Almost chopped in there by Downing. However, play on.
Petrascu.
Petrascu, thank you, David.
Oh, great mark. Started.
Started, goes long. Looking inside, Mainwaring playing in front.
Who's got that football? You're right. Great call, Lucas Holmes. Mainwaring was in front, and they've got to pay him, and if he doesn't give it back, it's 50. Excellent work, Mainwaring. That was a really close contest because Farquhar came from the side. Well called, Lucas Holmes. And another very long ball. They've got to go back. Here's a chance, Louis. It's 3-on-1, and he comes straight through Desarmes. Ball comes back. It goes wide. Far flank. That's the death pocket, as called by LJ. Leading the race is Robertson. Can he get their hands on the football here? Lowe's coming in late, sitting outside. That ball's almost out of bounds. Still staying in. He's dropped that clean. And umpire's called for a throw-in. Lucas Holmes.
In that situation in the middle there, David, it was almost 3-on-1. It almost would have been better for the Warners Bay player to tap the ball over the top to keep it moving with this breeze, David. As the ball's thrown in again. Zielinski in with the tap out. Hacked forward quickly. in the direction of Patey. Patey spins his man around, keeps his feet. Well done there by Nick Patey. However, founds the ground that time. Can't get his head over the ball. Hands out of the back.
Great tackle. Wonderful effort. Was that Vo?
Yes, Michael Vo, and that ball wasn't given on the full.
And he's got him.
Yeah, well done there by the umpire. Ball wasn't given back on the full.
Something that we've seen in the last few weeks, Lucas Holmes, that have been missed once or twice. Vo's clearly within distance, even though he's a little short man. He should be able to have a fair crack at this.
Yeah, get the ball in the air. Michael Vo, his brother, winning the plate Baston Ferris last year, David, now doing very well in the Black Diamond Cup side.
Yes, Lucas Holmes. And Jeremy Buckley, of course, winning the league best and fairest in the plate.
Did. Michael Vo.
He's kicked it.
Goal. Third goal for Warners Bay. First for Michael Vo.
And starting to make a reasonable fist of this now, although Terrigal is still in front.
Thank you, Jeremy Buckley.
Thank you, Bucks. Tim's Painting and Property Maintenance. If you're looking for a reliable tradie to handle your painting and property maintenance, then look no further than Tim Metcalf. Call him at 0414 139 886. One of our valued sponsors at the Warners Bay Football Club, Lucas J. Holmes. Back to you, our chief commentator. You're doing a great job, mate. Are you enjoying it today?
You. No, very good, very enjoyable, David. Even in those challenging conditions, you've got to do the best you can. Zielinski, once again, Dennis now looks like he's recovered from that head knock and has moved permanently in the ruck. Downing gets the thump out, just trying to clear the ball. Downing butters up for more. Dennis around the ball, tries to corral his man, however can't. Leadham comes in with a great tackle.
That's a throw.
Have not paid, but Downing gets the screwing the ball around the back, looking for Lowe as a target. However, it comes over the back. The switch is on here for Terrigal Avoca. Straight across the ground in the direction of DeWacht. Thank you. Should play on immediately, just DeWacht. No, it goes long. In the direction of Cirillo. Cirillo should take this and does. Cirillo, again, wheels around. In the direction. Handball's out now to Vesh. Vesh goes long down the line. No, holds the ball up. Hoff goes
that's 50.
And should be paid.
That's 50. It's automatic 50. He's barreled him over. He's not paid. Cirillo's played football before, I can tell you. He looks like he's played a lot of good footy in his past, Lucas. Would not be surprised to see he's played some good football up in the northern parts of Australia. Oh, lovely mark. Petrasco, I reckon, who's played first grade as well for the Panthers. Looking at his options. Gets a short, very good lead there. Stud it, one of them, Michael. 51 is Townsend, gets that one off wide. Now, is that Jackson or is that Leecroft? I can't quite tell. I've got to wait till he turns around, Louis. Very good football by Terrigal, very professional. And, in fact, it's Leecroft. It's Mackenzie Leecroft. Now, this distance, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you can hear in the effects microphones, it is absolutely blowing a gale here at the moment. Wind's coming straight off Lake Macquarie via Mount Canobolas, and it is cold. Lucas Holmes has spent some cold weeks in Bathurst. I'll give you the drum. Leecroft, Louis, I reckon this will just about test him. This will probably end up in the square. What's happened?
Just to the near side?
Yep.
Yep.
So behind a Leecroft, Terrigal Avoca up by 35 points, getting towards the end of the back half of the third quarter, certainly. And I think Hoff's going to get the football here when it comes back, or is it Mainway? No, it looks like Hoff in the square.
And on your pictures there, may not be on your pictures, but Terrigal Avoca have already set two players on this near commentary box side for the kick out, David.
I think is that Gray, man? Was that Gray again?
It
Should
is,
go long. Goes the barrel and gets it. Smokes that ball well into the centre. Corey Deverill will appreciate that one on the ground. Can you kick him that far, Corey? No, Corey can't.
Petrastru coming through, gets his hands out to the outer side. Ball's chipped up, play-ons immediately. It'll be almost Farquhar coming out of the back of the square, however, intercepted by Stewart.
Gone.
Almost gets the ball ripped away, almost his prior, not paid, however. Pushed in the back there was Henson. Manwaring gets the hands out, just. Great tackle there, gets his hands out again, does Petrescu. Intercepted and thumped back, but it should be coming back straight away as a result of an intercept mark here by Terrigal Avoca. Immediately plays on his arms, goes more laterally. Two players there, runs into each other. There's three, there's 5 on 0 players there for Terrigal Avoca. Pick forward, does quickly, goes hands inside. There's Townsend, Petrescu. Petrescu gets his hand out, either smothered up by Gray. He's tackled Ridgewell down there on hands and knees, tries to lock the ball in. Is the ball going to come out? Possibly. No. Ball's come forward now. It has come out there in the favourite Ridgewell at the back. No, Stewart it is. Stewart on his non-preferred left goes wide. Bottrell trying to keep the ball, does well to keep the ball out. Very well tackled there by Mark Bottrell.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder, however. Play on quickly. And that would be one of the Stud-Up brothers. And coming worse for wear there is a contest. Is the Warners Bay play down.
That's Max Enders actually took that mark, Louis.
Enders, thank you, David. Players on immediately. Farquhar gets a bit of ball candy, almost handballs to himself, almost gets the ball back to Farquhar and
Got to be a
drags
free
out.
kick. Absolutely has to be a free kick. Where's the free kick for holding the man? Sorry, I know we're doing a Warners Bay broadcast, but that was blatant and just missed. So behind to Terrigal Avoca. Cannot understand. Gray's going to go long. Doesn't get that one this time. Cirillo's having a chance at this. Needham's with him. Cirillo very well, powerfully built, low to the ground. As I said, I reckon he's played some decent footy in his time. 38 was Vasic. Ball comes out. That's a good tackle. Just gets a kick there, actually. Oh, off the ground, Speculator. World Cup's coming in 2 weeks' time and gets that ball out of bounds. Up near the arc of the 50-metre arc, the transection of the 50-metre arc. Back to our chief commentator, one LJ Holmes.
Thank you, David. Did very well with that volley almost to keep the ball in for the boundary zone. Does Terrigal Avoca. And the ball should be thrown in, and it will be. Off comes Dennis. You almost see who's in the ruck now. Van Couvden, and they're just shouting for Riley Williams to get back in the ruck.
Yes,
David?
we can hear that. That's one of the benefits about being a country footy. You don't miss much, do you, Louis? Everything's right out in front of you. The 6 inches in front of your face. This is Michael Studdett. I think Michael might be leading the goal kicking in the Black Diamond Plate, Louis, from my reading of the records last week. So ball goes very, very... They've got to go to the back. Very well read. Gee, that's smart play. Oh, he's infracting on 20, not paid. 10 metres, sorry. Korsch gets the ball right in front of the combox. Goes square. Saladinsky at the back. Will take a comfortable mark. Being told to go wide. Lee Croft's out there. Has a bounce, the big man. On that awkward left and gets chopped off. Oh, gee, almost could have been picked 50 there.
It's Bray, David. Ethan Bray.
Ethan Bray's got the footy.
In short, and will find...
Jack.
Nick Patey. Oh, no, it is Jack Downing, sorry. They'd overshot Patey.
Got to go long, Louis, I would have imagined. Terrigal has set a defensive net. Goes long. Lucas Holmes.
Sure does, but chopped off out there. Terrigal Avoca had the numbers, wrapped up. However, Robertson gets the ball out. Lincoln in and under as always. Out the back here for Terrigal Avoca. Adam Lowe trying his best to corral the defenders. 55 there is Arms, having a fair influence. Hoff's in front and should take this. Goes straight through his hands, however. Van der Kooten is at the back. Taps it out in the direction of Williams. Williams uses his body on his wrong side. Van der Kooten should go inside and does. Back to Hoff. Hoff has a bit of time. Goes long and high into the forward 50. Low at the front, however, is picked off and plays on immediately. Does Terrigal Avoca defender. Goes short. Williams just tries to get a hand on it. Vo's in and under. Gets pushed out of it, does Vo. At the back, Williams there's Lincoln again. Lincoln gets his hand out. Williams there's a quick kick out there and is out on the full.
Into the canteen. There's three-quarter time.
Thank you, David. Three-quarter time here at Fane Oval in this round 8. Black Diamond Plate fixture between Terrigal Avoca leading 8 goals 8 to Warners Bay, 3 goals 2-20.
Goal kickers quickly before we have a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Warners Bay starting to hit the goal kicking charts that quarter. Michael Vo, Jack Downing and Riley Williams by us, although Jack Downing's listed twice here on our screen. Michael start at 3 for Terrigal Avoca, Jackson Farquhar 2. We'll have a quick break here at Fane Park, Fane Oval, back with you very shortly with Terrigal Avoca up by 5.5 goals.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Back with you here at Fay and Oval, just at the three-quarter time break. I'll run through all of our sponsors, Lucas Holmes, Steve May Financial Services, Hyperweb, Cardiff Car Clinic, WBP Property Group, Warners Bay Hotel, The Finance Shed, Bodyworks Physiotherapy, Tim's Painting and Property Maintenance, and Williams Chaseling. And we thank them all for their wonderful support of our football club. Lucas Holmes, as someone that's relatively new to the league still, you look at this ground now and you'll see the condition that it's in. It's dry, it's in good nick. And from what people tell me, it was not that way in past times.
It certainly wasn't, David. A bit of rain here would do. A tiny bit of rain, David, would look like we'd have much here, as both goal squares and indeed the centre square would have puddles fairly in them. So this how they've done the ground up. It's a credit to the football club and the council for getting this ground in such superb nick as it is now.
It is. Terrigal Avoca breaking. They're well in front here and they're kicking down Breeze. Breeze is, especially up high, it's very strong. There's some serious trees. There's one tree over to our right here at Fay, and that's, goodness gracious me, be 22 metres high, and it's moving along very quickly. But the teams are adjusting okay. It'll be interesting to watch when we come to the Cup game, Lucas, where you watch the smart rovers, people like Jack Grimman and so forth, and Hardman sit out the back when there's a contest, kicking to what will be the left of screen. They'll sit out the back, and again kicking to the right here, they'll sit down in front at their feet for front and square, as you called earlier. And
someone like Jack Grimman will be crucial for the run of Terrigal Avoca later, David.
Yes, we're just going to do a quick headphone change over here, and I'll get Lucas Holmes right.
Getting ready for the bounce of the ball here in this last quarter of the round 8 Black Diamond plate clash between Warners Bay and Terrigal Avoca here at Fane Oval. Ball is held aloft by the umpire. Thanking you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last quarter. Warners Bay trying to put some pride back in this scoreboard as we saw in this third quarter. Oh, and off we go. Zielinski and Dennis back into the ruck. Zielinski been rucking by himself all day, has done a very good job in that tap and that throw offers him. Downing hit and spins out. Very well done there by Jack Downing. Smothered, even better there by the Terrigal Avoca player. Downing, however, gets his second ball away. Michael Vo has a bit of time. Dennis should shepherd, did. Dragged back in, Terrigal Avoca. Cirillo over the ball. Downing tries to tackle, gets broken off. Cirillo gets a handball at the back to Zielinski. Zielinski looks to the middle of the ground. Leadham's there running. However, plays on immediately. Does very well there. Does Lee Croft.
I think he's pushed out to the right.
Yeah.
Do you see the body strength of Cirillo there just a moment ago? He's a very powerfully built chap. When you see him close, he's built low to the ground and be very hard to get off the football, I reckon, Lucas Holmes.
No, those two there, Cirillo and Lee Croft, have definitely been their top 5 players of this day so far, David. Jackson Farquhar also playing out of the square, has done a very admirable job. Playing in the plate as well, David.
Yeah, well, it sort of goes to show, I think Farquhar has been a mainstay of their cup side the last couple of years, and there's no surprise that Terrigal Avoca are going so well in the plate, Lucas, when you see some of their players here. Or you tend to think that it'll be the top 3 sides in the plate when the cookies come right at the end of August. It'll be how unusual Terrigal Avoca, Cardiff and Newcastle City.
And that kick in from Warners Bay wasn't touched, so there's a free kick to Terrigal Avoca on the outer side.
To quote David Redden from 217, impossible angle here. He'll probably kick this now.
To the far side, another point signalled by umpire Crawley.
Umpire Crawley. He's done some fantastic work with getting us all in with social media. The stuff that he's done with the website and the Facebook this year's been outstanding. So enormous credit to Ben Crawley.
Yeah.
Started a new job recently out of the area and travelling back each week.
Daniel Gray again with the long kick, kicks to himself to get a bit more distance. Dennis at the back, however, doesn't get that far. You have Needham at the front. Dan Lincoln in and under as well. No, my ball, says the umpire. Another ball up here.
Lucas, I might let you to call for us for a minute while I start getting team sheets ready for the women's, please.
Thank you. Another throw up there. Zielinski not this time, however. Gets a tap out, does Terrigal Avoca. Needham's there, so is Lincoln. Zielinski again. Forward. Tapped out there by Stewart's doing his best. No, it's Hoff. Hoff gets a kick out. Screws around his body. 2-on-1 there for Terrigal Avoca. In comes Downing from the side. Does a pirouette. Downing takes a long ball. Goes against the breeze. Gets his long kick out there looking for Smith. Smith provides a contest and the ball goes out of bounds directly in front of us here at the commentary position. True centre wing for both sides. Boundary throw in. As Dave Cooks McGuinness says, watch this.
You better be good, McGuinness.
Look at his form here. Oh, that's beautiful there. Well done. It's gone 3 metres. Dennis in from the side. Play on. There's Petrescu, gets his hands out. Very done there by Jesse Petrescu. Goes over the head of Farquhar. Gets his hands out. Start out again. Goes to Farquhar. Into an open goal. Third goal there for the star of the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, Jackson Farquhar. Puts Terrigal Avoca even further in front here early in this fourth quarter. As we can see, as David was saying before, the Warners Bay women's side warming up in the far side of the ground. That was well done there by Studdart. Opens the forward line up. Petrescu with the ball in, and then over the top for an easy goal for Jackson Farquhar. Player of his class. He's not missing an open goal. Shows how steady and how well the Terrigal Avoca Panthers club is working at the moment, going in with no changes, even though Jackson Farquhar is doing a very well job here for the Panthers. Zielinski gets a throw and punch out straight to Needham. Needham gets wrapped up, and what's the decision here is a free kick to Terrigal Avoca, signals the umpire. To Zielinski, does an outstanding job in the ruck all day. Goes against holding against Needham. Zielinski will get this ball back and go long with the breeze that we've been saying all morning here at Fane Oval. This ball's coming back. Chop of the arm signalled there by the umpire here. Zielinski finally gets the ball back and play will be back underway after this short break. Zielinski should go long. In fact, he goes shorter length kick looking for arms. However, is intercepted by Bottrell. Bottrell, a little dinky kick over the top looking for Manwaring. Manwaring traps the ball. Arms comes back in from the side. 3-on-1 against Manwaring. Gets outnumbered as we see. There goes Roach. Roach on his left. Long and high into this pocket. Roach. And it gets over the back and is another throw in deep inside forward 50 for Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca leading 9 goals 10-64 to Warners Bay 3 goals 10-20 early here in this last quarter. Here comes the throw in. Daniel Gray doing the throw in duties. This is Zielinski. And Dennis. Dennis gets the tap in front. Roving, again does Dennis. Gets his hand out, Vo in front, gets smothered. As my sheet just blows everywhere. Thank you, David. And another goal there for Terrigal Avoca whilst that was happening. Very well done there. May have been Cirillo this time. Front and square, has snap over his shoulder. No, it wasn't Cirillo, sorry. Player running back to the centre now. Right in front of us here, it is number 20. That is Sam Korsh with his first goal for the day. Once again, very well done there. Tap work done by Zielinski. Gets a tap in, evades one tackle, snaps right over his right shoulder. Korsh does the business. Back to the centre here. For Warners Bay again. We'll see Lockie Dennis going back into the ruck. Has done a serviceable job this afternoon, as well as Riley Williams in the ruck, Luke Needham and Jack Downing and Michael Vo being some of their best. Umpire gets the ball back to the centre. We're away again. Gets tapped out there by, looks like Townsend is now doing the ruck work, and Needham is going to get wrapped up. Be a ball up back in the centre. Only 2 minutes removed from where they started this passage of play. Townsend and Dennis go up again. No clear winner there. Leading comes busting through the pack. Picked up there and comes out. Terrigal Avoca. There we go. Back again is Korsh, the goal kicker. Push over the top to Petrescu. Petrescu goes to Roach. Almost takes a bounce. It's Roach. And pulls it just to the near side. Point to Michael Roach. Very well done there by Petrescu again. One of the regular first graders, as David was saying before. His very stable side is Daniel Gray. Gets the ball from behind the goals there. Once again, Terrigal Avoca setting their defence up from this stoppage, doing very well job there, only conceding the 3 goals for the game. All coming in that third quarter. Gray surveys his options, goes to this commentary box side. Almost a short stepping kick in the direction of Riley Williams. Take a mark on his chest. Almost close to the boundary line, but paid a mark. Williams will wheel onto his left side and go long down the line again, and does. Scrubby kick there going for Cirillo. Cirillo intercepts the ball as he was looking for Downing. Cirillo gets the ball up, almost throws that out. Play on, however. Hands out there by Henson. Downing gets the scrubby kick looking for Robertson in front. No one beyond him. Has to go back inside to Smith. Smith jumps on the ball. Does he get his hands out? No. He's in trouble? No. Ball up there. Smith keeps the ball in. On centre wing for both sides here. True centre wing. Slightly towards his commentary box side. Townsend. No. Dennis over the top. Lincoln there. Needham spins out of trouble. Gets the kick forward. Robertson's all by himself. Can he control this, Robertson? Ball in front. Very well done there by the Terrigal Avoca defender. And runs away with it. Wheels onto his right and comes to this outer side. Then Mark there in 35 is Ridge. Ridge surveys his options, takes time, stabs the ball into the centre. Dennis almost intercepts. Downing does, however. Great low chipping ball looking for Needham. Over the back is Robertson, gets a kick away and dribbles through. No, it's set up. Is that a goal for Jack Downing? It is. Goal there for Jack Downing and for Warners Bay. Very well done there. Second goal for Jack Downing. Gets a bit of bias on the ball and rolls the ball back through for a goal. Very well deserved there by Jack Downing. Hasn't given up all day, nor has the Warners Bay Football Club in these very trying conditions for both sides. Terrigal Avoca have just been able to adapt better and therefore have a fairly large lead. Townsend goes alone in the ruck this time. Lead him at the back. Pushes through to Roach. 1 step, 2 steps. Roach gets a kick forward. And that's not Farquhar this time, that's Stoddart, who marks deep inside 450, probably about 30 to 35 metres out on a fairly large angle here. Just Matt Stoddart. And even though he's kicking with this breeze, it will be a fairly tough kick from the angle. Daniel Gray on the mark. Have a look at Stoddart. Takes a slow, deliberate approach. Stoddart keeps the ball, gets the ball some air. It's a goal there for Stoddart. His first goal for the day, Matthew Stoddart. Another goal for Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca leading this one. 11 goals, 11-77, leading Warners Bay. 4 goals, 2-26. We're about deep into this fourth quarter here at Fane Oval on what is Indigenous Round and Sponsors Day here for the Warners Bay Australian Football Club. Indigenous Round coinciding with the Sir Doug Nicholls Round in the AFL. Wonderful to see all the Indigenous communities all communities get behind this for the Indigenous Round around this wonderful footballing community that we have here. Townsend robs his own ball, Needham busts through the pack. Downing gets the ball, grabs it forward about 25 to 30 metres. Intercepted and goes to the far side. Does Townsend roving his own football. And the ball will beat both players, 2 Warners Bay players and the 1 Terrigal Avoca player to the boundary line on the far side in true centre wing position here. After this game as well, we'll have a short turn. We'll have to say goodbye fairly quickly and short turnaround as we have the women's game coming up here between Warners Bay and Terrigal Avoca. Ball's scraped out over the back. Terrigal Avoca have the numbers here. Gets the ball out there. Does Vesh. Vesh goes long. No. Smothered. Roach is in there again, proving his worth in this last quarter as Roach. However, his handball goes out of bounds. Once again, centre wing here for both sides on this far side of the ground. As you can see behind the Warners Bay ladies side getting ready for, as I just said, this clash between Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca be looking towards Starford Morgan Ross, coming across from the Gosford Football Club in pre-season. Ball's thrown in. Dennis in front again, gets his tap out ahead of Townsend. Butters up for more. Does Dennis gets his hands out to Riley Williams at the back over is smothered. Terrigal Avoca storming through the midfield here. 46 is Lynch, the first goal kicker Lynch. Hoff, however, leads the chase. Keeps the ball in front, does Hoff. Tries to keep the ball. They've got 3-on-1 here. Thrown out towards Lynch. Lynch gets a short stabby kick in the midfield towards Leecroft. Leecroft can't hold it. Gets taken down. There's the Terrigal Avoca play. However, Manmurray comes out the back. They'll be wanting this to go out, does the Warners Bay players. And the Dars in front of us here. Hoff and Liam Townsend. And we have a stoppage here right in front of us here. There'll be a throw in. as Townsend not contesting this ruck. It'll be Zielinski once again with Dennis. Ball's thrown in there by Vo. Dennis has front position, however, Zielinski gets a punch across and will beat Townsend to the boundary line, about 15 metres from where the last throw-in was taken, towards the Terrigal Avoca goal. Vo again with the throwing duties. Zielinski and Dennis again. Zielinski has front position and Dennis, however, gets over the top. Farquhar gets an inverted torp into the forward 50 in front there.
Did you just describe that as an inverted torp, Lucas Holmes? I'm getting your use of language has been superb today.
Thank you, David. Tapped out there by Stewart. There. No, Smith tries to get a run on. Supported by Patey. At the back there is Stewart, however. Gets the hands out. Taken down. Gets his hands and knees. Gets up again, though. Well done there by Patey. Patey on the far side. It's a bit of a scrap here as both players fight for the ball. As the umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. A throw-in on the far side on the forward flank for the Terrigal Avoca Football Club. Up goes the ball. Dennis with again tap out. Has been very good in this second half as Lockie Dennis. As the ball is punched over towards the light post there. We have another throw-in. Expect Zielinski and Dennis to go at it again. Yes. And in fact, it's not Zielinski. It is Michael Stoddart in the ruck. Patey in there with Dennis getting the tap out. However, it's wrapped up again. Another stoppage here. Both sides. Terrigal Avoca getting the defensive structures right, as we've seen all day here. It's a centre clearance. Another barrel there, David, over the back. And marked in front there by Trent Stewart. Almost the switches on. Gray's calling for it. However, goes, looks further afield and finds Ethan Bray. Mark not paid, but a push out. Free kick there to Ethan Bray, deep inside back 50 for Warners Bay. Bray should look long down the line, but Zielinski's there guarding that, so he shouldn't be going there. More of a chipping ball. It's a scrubby kick looking for Lincoln. Lincoln pushed off the ball. Inside there by Farquhar! Fourth goal for Jackson Farquhar. Terrigal Avoca leading 12 goals, 11, 83 to Warners Bay, 4 goals, 2, 26 late in this fourth quarter.
He's had a good day out, Louis.
He sure has, as you'd expect, a player of Jackson Farquhar's class.
With thanks to Cardiff Car Clinic and Bodyworks Physiotherapy, Lucas Holmes.
Thank you, David. 4 goals for Jackson Farquhar, 3 for Michael Stoddart. Stephen Lynch has got 1. As well as Matt Stoddart, Ryan Shaw, Sam Korsh, and Matt Leecroft, David, the goal kickers for Terrigal Avoca so far. As Cirillo makes his way back onto the ground, he's been one of their better players, has Cirillo. Waiting for this ball just to come back from behind the goals. Here we go. Umpire has the ball back towards the centre, looking to go again. Zielinski and Dennis, as I saying again in the ruck. Zielinski's been very good rucking by himself all afternoon. Dennis and Williams sharing the ruck duties for Warners Bay respectively. Here we go again. Throw saying Zielinski taps it right behind him. Play on. Picked up there by Downing. Downing uses his burst of speed. Has one bounce. Has 2 bounces. No one at home, as you said, David, on his left side as well. Handballs inside. Looking for, not finding Henson. Off the ground goes Dennis. Has to pick the ball up. Does very well, does Dennis. Gets his hands out, just. Picked off by Warners Bay. However, Vose comes in for more. Over the back to Henson. Vo picks it up off the ground. Henson goes in as well. Back to Dennis. Dennis gets a hat kick forward and finds Robertson deep inside forward 50 for Warners Bay. Very well done there by Lockie. Dennis has the ruck duties in the middle and then follows his ball forward and gets a delivery to Rick Robertson, David.
That was probably an inverted, worm-burning inverted torp there, Lucas, going on by your judgment. But Lux of Fortune, you should kick this one.
And
I think that's one flag only, isn't it?
Yep, goes to the near side. Point there by Rick Robertson. Terrigal Avoca with a kick out. Goes short into the pocket. Almost has time to play on there immediately and does. Goes long with a short chipping kick. Long with a chipping kick again in field. Smothered there, very well typed on there by one of the midfielders. Crash ball. Gets his hands over the top by Terrigal Avoca, does very well. Evades Dennis. Hoff goes in for more, gets the ball forward to Dennis. Dennis gets the handball inside to Bray. Bray goes for a long over-the-shoulder kick to the outer side. Evades the 3 plays there. 2 Terrigal Avoca, 1 Warners Bay. Corralled there. Does very well. Does Vo. Does it pay? No. There'll just be a ball up there. Very well done by Michael Vo, rather. Hands out to the outer side. And run over the line there by John Clark. Have another stoppage just to the Warners Bay side of centre wing, David.
Indeed. Game getting towards the end now. Terrigal Avoca will be very happy with coming up here. And a long away trip for them and getting a very important win. As they cement their position in the top 2, Lucas, then of course if they can try for these minor premiers get a week off, which is huge in the structure of the final series, the final 7 this year for the first time. Oh, back to you, Louis.
Thank you. Bottrell evades 1 player and gets a kick inside, looking for Downing. Downing front and square as he always is. Tries to get a ball over the back. No, however, picked off by the goalkeeper there for Terrigal Avoca, just sitting 1 player at the back. Van der Cruden comes in. Bottrell once again gets a high bump. Not paid, however. There's paid. He goes the ball. Gets picked off, however. 1 bounce to Terrigal Avoca player. 2 bounces. Fumbles on the second bounce. Gets his hand over the top. There again is Kosh. Kosh goes forward and finds over the back. There's Bray at the back as well for Warners Bay. Shepherded out there by Stewart. Does very well. Bray goes short. Looking for Dennis, however. But goes with the luck and goes over the back and finds Gray. Gray goes with a low stepping kick looking for Downing and finds him right in front of us here. Dennis on for the short hands, not found, however. Bottrell's there for short, however, Downing ignores him and goes over the back for Robertson. Robertson is played out of it, gets his hands out to Smith. Cirillo in under the ball, tries to trap it, however, out this late Needham. Needham has no prior opportunity and therefore a throw-up is called. Dennis and Dennis again. Dennis gets his hands out this time, gets this Dennis in the right and Vo's in and under as always, as he's been all game. Gets a quick scrubby kick out there in the direction. Forward, just trying to get it forward. Patey's there for Warners Bay. Gets his hands out, not found, however. His hands out again. Henson does the chasing work. Out, very well done there by Terrigal Avoca. Sweeping handball through the centre, and there it is. Full-time siren. Terrigal Avoca, 12 goals at 11-83, defeating Warners Bay 4 goals 3-27 here at Fane Oval. David?
Lucas will get off air very quickly because they've got a turnaround time the women's game. Well done to Terrigal Avoca. Good effort by Warners Bay. Could kick much better second half, but Terrigal Avoca done damage. Well done, Chief Commentator, sir. Great job.
Thank you, David.
Back with everybody shortly from Fane Oval with the women's game coming shortly as my microphone lead's gone somewhere. And I can hardly hear myself talk. That's fine. Back with you shortly here at Fane Oval.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.